It's here it's Tennessee, so we're gonna get the best guys here. That's just every year. Every time we're out there, it's competition. Nobody has a spot, nobody's comfortable. We're all working to get better.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Look, it's late. It's almost 7:30 as I'm recording this, but Tennessee as a commitment from four-star edge rusher Kellen Lindstrom. He becomes the 11th commit in the class of 2024. I think Josh Heupel has some momentum here. You can take a look at the profile on the screen. 6'6", 240 pounds out of Springfield, Missouri. And that's something I want to take note of. We've talked about that about a week or so ago with Chad Simmons, the director of recruiting at On3, going out to the Midwest, going out and checking in with some of those highly ranked prospects out in the Midwest. And he came back from that trip and he said, guys, one of the biggest names being mentioned out there on the recruiting trail is the Tennessee Volunteers. You look at the recruiting prediction machine. Some of you are taking it to the bank. Some of you guys are arguing with me when we talk about Sammy Brown or Ryan Wingo or some of these prospects that Tennessee's in it with. We got to be patient. We got to let the recruiting play out. Some of you guys are so obsessed with the RPM, but you can see there on the screen. Oklahoma at 18.8%, Wisconsin at 16.4%, Tennessee at a lowly 6.1%. But today, Kellen Lindstrom makes it official. He commits to Tennessee. Again, 6'6", 240-pound edge rusher. The On3 industry rankings have him as a four-star prospect, 7th-ranked prospect out of Missouri, 18th-ranked edge rusher in the country. On3, he's got him as a 4-star. 247 Sports as a 3-star. Rivals.com also has him as a 4-star. But again, the 11th commitment in the class of 2024. I think Josh Heupel is doing a good job laying that foundation, and it starts at the quarterback position. Jake Merklinger, still the highest ranked prospect in this class so far. You've got Jonathan Eccles, J.J. Harrell, Caleb Beasley, and then Kellen Lindstrom comes in as a 4-star prospect ranked 5th in this class as far as what Tennessee has added. We're going to take a look at why he chose Tennessee. We're going to take a look at the scouting report. But as always, guys, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not talking at you guys. We're talking with you. This channel is a community for Tennessee fans. This is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I'm live every single Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing NCAA football and talking all things Tennessee football. So I hope you guys will come hang out. Always a good time on Monday nights. Let's jump into it. Sorry I didn't get this out as quickly as I hoped, but hey, I was out on the golf course all day having a good time with the boys. So now we will talk a little recruiting, but let's jump into it. Let's take a look at this article from on3.com. And again, written by Chad Simmons, 4-star edge rusher Kellen Lindstrom commits to Tennessee. He says it came down to a gut feeling. So again, it goes back. Some of you guys are so obsessed with crystal balls and predictions and the RPM. Sometimes it is a gut feeling. Sometimes it's more than NIL. Sometimes it's more than money. You got to realize that. The article here says Springfield Glendale 4-star edge Kellen Lindstrom was largely down to 2 schools earlier this spring when he took visits to Oklahoma and Tennessee. He said he tripped to visit the Sooners in early March, a visit that in his mind put them on top. Again, the highs and lows of recruiting. Ryan Wingo, very similar. Visits Tennessee. Everything says he's trending to Tennessee. Visits Georgia, trending to Georgia. Chad Simmons comes back from this same trip and says Ryan Wingo says Tennessee is at the top. So you got to be patient. It's up and down, the highs and lows of recruiting. Says a little less than a month later, he was on Rocky Top for the Volunteers spring game, and that trip put them in the number 1 position. A few days later, visited the Sooners again, but that feeling he got in Knoxville couldn't be overcome. On Friday, he committed to Josh Heupel and the Volunteers, giving them another coveted piece in the 2024 recruiting class. Here's the quote. honestly felt at home there. There was that was big for me. It just felt right when I was there. I trust Coach Heupel, Coach Eckler, and I know the guys there will take care of me. It came down to that gut feeling. Goes on to say it was a very difficult decision to make. The pros and cons kind of equaled out for me, but it came down to that feeling of where I felt most at home. That sounds simple, but that is what it came down to. I trust the coaches at both schools. I love the environments at both, but my gut took me to Tennessee. Now, talking about the edge rushing position, what Josh Heupel, what Rodney Garner, what this coaching staff is building, this is a good foundational piece. I think Kellen Lindstrom is a guy that can make an impact. Again, he's just below Caleb Beasley when you look at ratings, 0.9178. Pretty highly ranked four-star prospect, the fifth four-star in this class of 2024 for Tennessee. But we look at the defensive line. We look at the edge rushing position. Tennessee in a good spot with four-star defensive lineman Kamarion Franklin. They're in a very good spot with the five-star defensive lineman Williams Nwaneri, Elijah Russing, five-star edge rusher. Maybe Oregon's out front there, but Tennessee has a shot. July or August decision is coming. Tennessee's in a good spot for some of the top-ranked defensive linemen in the country, and I think this class of 2024 could be something special. I think this could be a top 5 class. The article goes on to say relationships at Tennessee played a key role. Said earlier this week, when he knew he wanted to commit, both programs reached out to get their final say, and by Tuesday, he had arrived at his choice. Not only did he want to evaluate the schools based on the football side, but also academically, culturally, and whether he felt he could live there without football. Here's a quote. The environment of the University of Tennessee set apart, he said. I love the town, the fans, the community. They're all great people. That's a great culture at Tennessee. He goes on to talk about relationships. I want to build a great relationship with Mike Eckler. And he goes on to say he did a great job with me and my family. I love his energy. Man, his chili runs hot. That is for sure. Says he's the type of guy who never has a bad day. He brings things down well and makes it simple. I'm excited about working with him. Wraps it up with, I didn't need official visits to solidify this thing. I saw what both programs had to offer, and I didn't need any more information. My gut told me Tennessee. So again, I use this to tell you guys, some of you need to calm down. Stop looking at the recruiting prediction machine. Stop looking at crystal ball. Stop panicking. Keep your finger on the pulse and realize that recruiting, here's that buzzword, is fluid. It's up, it's down. There's highs and lows. But look, it came down to a gut feeling for Kellen Lindstrom. Again, four-star edge rusher. I like the size. 6'5", 240, big wingspan on the kid. He can grow into that frame. Here's a scouting report from Alan Treyu at 247 Sports. Play speed and ability to disrupt plays stands out immediately. Also has the frame to grow into a lot of directions and could project to almost any spot on the defensive line, depending on his growth curve. Shows good change of direction and ability to counter or take advantage of offensive linemen oversetting. Also demonstrates power when he needs to put the strength aspect is going to continue to come. Can still improve on hand technique, dominant against his competition, but we don't get to see him match up against many other prospects on his level. Still the versatility, growth, potential, and the tenacity with which he plays all make him a high-end prospect, and the ability to project to multiple positions raises his floor considerably. And again, you look at the size. I mean, 6'5", 240, and he's got an entire senior year of high school football. He's going to have some time in a college weight room. We'll see how big he gets, how much weight he puts on. As a sophomore in 2021, 90 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a fumble recovery. One of those went for a touchdown. Last season as a junior, 73 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, a sack, a fumble recovery, and 1 kick block. So again, that's the information. That makes it official. Kellen Lindstrom is in the boat. What do you guys think of this class so far? Again, I think Josh Heupel is laying a great foundation, and we got a busy couple of months coming up. A lot of official visits in June. We're going to see some commits come in July. I think Tennessee is set up nicely. I think they're set up nicely right now, a top 10 class. I think they truly, really do have the potential to end up in the top 5. But I want to hear what you guys think. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. And go check out the merch. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Appreciate you guys picking up the merch. There's also a link in the description for that. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. You guys make this possible. It's only $1 a month. That's it. If you like the videos, the content, the live streams, whatever it is that draws you to this channel, you want to support what we are doing, hit that join button down below. It's right beside subscribe. Hit that join button. Only $1. $1 a month. You get custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. There's also a thanks button. You want to drop a little tip in the tip jar, we would appreciate it. If not, that's cool. Hit the comments. Let's talk some Tennessee football, because this is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.